Let's let's continue to see the example. A ship's speed is 16 knots. This is a speed. I will put a V here, and it provides us the bearing that's north 82 degrees east. 3 hours later, a call comes in from a cargo ship located 180 nautical miles from base at a bearing of north 48 degrees east. So let's draw the graph. Actually, here we can see they just assume that A is the base, that means the origin. Starting from the A, and the direction is north 82 degrees east. That means it's going to this direction, and then this angle is 82 degrees. After 3 hours, the ship got this position at C. So what's the distance from A to C? So the distance A to C, that's the velocity, that's the speed, times the time, that's 3 hours. That's 16 times 3, that's 48. So the distance from A to C, that's 84 nautical miles. And then read the question. A call comes from a cargo ship located 180 nautical miles. So the bearing is north 48 degrees east. Another cargo ship made a phone call when the ship got to C position, and the cargo ship is located 180 nautical miles from here to the base. So from here to here is 180, and the bearing is from here to here is north 48 degrees east. So they provide us a lot of information. So this angle from here to here is 48, and from here to here is 82. That means the difference between 82 and the 48 is the angle here. Can I say that's angle A? Okay, so if we know the angle A in this triangle, we know the C, the distance from here to here, and the B. Oh, I see. That's SAS. The first question is asking how far is the ship from the cargo ship. It's asking the distance from C to B. So SAS, and then use the law of cosine, we can find the A. So the A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2BC times cosine A. So these informations are given. So we can find A squared and then take the square root, we can find the A. And the angle A, we can compute from the given information. So angle A equals 82 minus 48. So A equals 82 degrees minus 48 degrees. That's 34. I hope that's correct. And then plug in the information in this formula, law of cosine. So the A, so I put A here. The solution for A squared equals B squared. B is 48 squared. Plus C squared. C squared is 180, not degree, squared, 180 squared, minus 2BC, 2 times B, 48, C is 180, and times cosine. Why I always put an angle here? There's no angle. That's the distance. Okay, cosine 34 degrees. So let's use a calculator. 48 squared. This button is squared. Plus 180 squared. And minus 2 times 48 times 180. And then we need to take the square root because this number is a squared. So square root second this button, and then I can click arrow here and hit enter. So hit enter again. That's 132. Is that correct? I'm not sure because it's different. So let's check the information I plugged in. This is 48, that's B. This is 180 squared minus 2 times 48. Oh, I see. Where is the problem? I forgot to insert the cosine 34 in the expression. So click this button and highlight this expression and hit enter. So multiply by cosine 34. So don't make the same mistake. Hit enter. This should be the right one. And then take the square root second. No. Second mode, quit. So second square root, second squared, that's square root. Then highlight this number, hit enter. So that's 142.72 something. So we need to keep nearest a tenth of degrees. That means we can just keep 142.6. Is that correct? Something wrong? Oh, nothing wrong. So sorry. Okay, so we just put the A here. That's about 142.8 because we need to keep one decimal. That means round to nearest tenth. We keep this digit. That means 142.8. So A is about 148. No, oh, sorry, 142.8. 42.8. Go back to check this. 142.8. Okay, this is a solution for number A. Number B, what bearing should the Coast Guard ship? So I delete the Coast Guard ship, just a ship. Follow to reach the cargo ship, the bearing. So when he stopped at the sea, and then the cargo ship followed to reach the cargo ship. That means it's looking for the bearing from C to B. That means we can make the C as the base or as the origin and draw a west-east line and north-south line. And then we know from C to B is north, this angle east. That means we know that north an angle east, but I don't know the angle. So can you help to find the angle? How to find this angle? So this angle is in the angle C. So BCA in this big angle. And by the given information, we can find all the information for this triangle. For this triangle, right? If we find the C and then minus this angle, we can find this bearing angle. So how to find this angle? So C is easy to be found because we have solved the information from this angle. We can use the cosine, a law of cosine, find the C. But how about this angle? So let's say this angle is C, and then we are looking for this one, for example, this alpha. If we can find this one, beta, so C minus beta, we can find alpha. So look at this vertical line and this vertical line. We have learned that these two vertical lines, they are parallel to each other. And then if a line passes through these two vertical lines, that means this angle equals this angle. So let me use another color, red one. That means this one equals this one. Because these two vertical lines are parallel, and then a line, just a segment, just go across these two lines. So 82, 82. And then we can find this beta. We'll use blue. So 180 degree from here to here is 180. So the beta equals 180 minus 82 degrees. And then if we find the beta in the angle C, we use the angle C minus beta, we can find alpha. Alpha is the angle of, so it's the angle we are looking for from the C to B, the bearing from C to B's angle. So maybe it's confusing, but first step, let's find this angle C. So in this triangle, let's find the angle C. So let's use the, we can use sine or we use cosine. So anyone, so you can choose any formula. If I use the cosine, so cosine C, number B this, cosine C equals a squared plus b squared minus c squared over 2ab. And then plug in ABC's information. So we find the A, and we know the B, and we know the C. Let's see. Okay, A squared, A is 142.8 squared. Don't forget the parentheses. Okay. Then plus b squared. B squared is 48 squared. Minus c squared. C squared is 180 squared. 180 squared. Close the parentheses. Divided by 2ab. 2 times a. What is a? A is 142.8. And then multiply by b. B is 48. Then I'd rather have a parentheses in the bottom because sometimes it 2 second delete second delete parentheses 2 times this one, and then close the parentheses to make it more accurate. So hit the enter. This is cosine. Cosine C equals negative 7079. Keep 4 decimals. So 7079. Negative 0.7079. And then the inverse cosine, negative 0.7079. Close the parentheses. Enter. So the angle C, is obtuse angle. That's 135.0643 something. So keep 4 decimals because it's not looking for the angle C. So 135.0643, 14135. C equals, not equals, 135.0643. 0643 degrees, because this is C. If we find the C, this angle, I want to minus beta. But what is beta? Beta equals, so this angle is 82 from here to here. So this one is 82. So beta equals 180 degrees minus 82 degrees. So that's 98 degrees. And we know the beta is 98. So C minus beta is alpha. So alpha equals C is 135.0643 minus 98 degrees. It's about, because we round to nearest tenth of the degree. So use a calculator. 135.0643 minus 98. So it's 37.1. 37.1 degrees. And then we write it for the bearing. That's north 37.1 degrees east. Okay, let's move on to next question. The distance between the city A and B is 12.5 in IN. What's the IN for? Inches? No. The cities, maybe on the map. I think maybe it's on the map. So if you think the unit is confusing, you just cross out. Just make there's no unit. Just imagine this is the length between A and B. The distance from the city B to city C is 6.25. And the distance from C to A is 13. If the bearing from A to B is north 77 degrees east, find the bearing from C to A round the nearest tenth of a degree. So they provide us the information of the length of 3 sides of the triangle, and also they provide us the bearing from A to B. So from A to B, that means A is the origin at the beginning. So I draw a line for the west east line, and then this line is north south line. So the bearing from A to B, 77 is 77. So from here to here is 77 degrees. Run to the nearest. Okay, find the bearing from C to A. So the question is asking from C to A. That means the C becomes the origin. So vertical line and horizontal line represent west, east, northwest, north, south. Sorry. So we are looking for this angle. Let's use pink. So we're looking for this angle. So how to find this angle? So can you see something very interesting? Because this is vertical line and this is a vertical line. And this line goes cross to vertical line. I mean, go cross to parallel line. That means this angle equals this angle. So we assume this alpha. Also, this is alpha. So in this triangle, by the given information, we can find the angle A's, the degree of the angle A. And then we know the bearing from A to B. So this angle is 77. So use 77 minus angle A. That's the alpha. So this alpha is this alpha. So we find the angle alpha and then use south and alpha and west, find the bearing from C to A. So let's find the angle A first. So what's the given information? I think this SSS because they have the three sides. So the angle A, we use cosine, law of cosines. So cosine A equals B squared plus C squared minus A squared over 2BC. Oh, the line is so long. Shorter. Okay, so let's plug in ABC's value in the formula. Turn on. So, oh, too small. What is B? So A is here, angle B is here. So opposite is the B. B is 13. Let's use parentheses first. 13 squared plus C squared. Angle C is here. Opposite is 12.5. 12.5 squared minus A squared. That's 6.25 squared. Close the parentheses. Divided by 2BC. 2 times parentheses. Remember parentheses. 2 times B. What is B? 13 times C. C is 12.5. Close the parentheses. This is cosine A. 0.8806. 8806. 0.8806. Okay, so what is the angle A? So do the second cosine. 0.8806. Close the parentheses. Enter 28.2851 if we let us round to the nearest tenth, let's just keep tenths because make it easier. That's 28.3. 28.3. So the A equals the inverse cosine 0.8806. It's about 28.3 degrees. This is the A. If I'm looking for alpha, so alpha equals 77 degrees minus 28.3 degrees. It's about 77 minus 28.3. That's 48.7 degrees. So the answer should be, so alpha is, we solved the alpha. So that's south alpha west, south 48.7 degrees west. That's the answer, how it's solved. So let's do a little bit conclusion. So because we are looking for the bearing from C to A, we draw the vertical line and horizontal line, and we are looking for the angle alpha. And we know this vertical line parallel to this vertical line. That means this angle alpha equals this angle alpha. And in this triangle, we can solve the angle A, this angle. And by the given information from here to here is 77. So we use 77 minus A, that's alpha. So this alpha is this alpha. And then we can find the bearing. Dot box is better. Okay, let's move on to see here some informations, because in your exams, you need to solve some questions. So it provides you if one foot, you need to know that equals 12 inches. So 1 foot equals 12 inches. So 2 feet equals 24 inches. And 1 acre equals 4840 square yard. And the distance between 2 points on the XY plane. So for example, I have a point here is X1, Y1. This is 1, this is 1, this comma. Okay. 1, comma, 1. And another angle is X2, comma, Y2. The distance between these two lines, we use the formula square root of x1 minus y2 squared plus y1 minus y2 squared. Okay, let's move on to Heron's formula. Heron's formula for the area of angle. So if by the given information they provide us SSS, that means we know 3 sides of the triangle, and then we can use the given information SSS find the area of this triangle. Before we have learned use the sine formula to find the area of triangle, but the sine function needs the angle. So this one, we don't have the angle. We use the Heron's formula. Heron's formula is given by is area equals square root of S times S minus A times S minus B times S minus C. Here, the S is the semi-perimeter. That means first use S plus S plus S, and then divided by 2. That's the S, that's the semi-perimeter. And then plug in the S in the expression, we find the area of this triangle. let's use the formula to solve the example. Find the area of a triangle with the sides A, B, C is given. Round the nearest tenth of a square meter. So first step, let's find the S and then use the Heron's formula to find the area. So S equals 1/2 times A plus B plus C. So A is 8 feet 2 inches plus 9 feet 7 inches plus 10 feet 3 inches, and add the feet together. So that's 27 feet. Yeah, and the 2 plus 7 plus 3, that's 12 inches. So 27 feet, 12 inches. We have learned 1 feet equals 12 inches. That means this one is 1 feet. So 1/2 times 27 plus 1, that's 28 feet. Because this is 12, that means that's 1 foot. So the 27 plus 1, that's 28 feet. Just like you have a question. 1 hour and 60 minutes. That means 2 hours, right? Because 1 hour equals 60 minutes. So 1 hour and 60 minutes, that's 2 hours. Okay. So we find the S. So by the formula, the area oh my goodness, equals square root of S. Oh, I haven't complete this. So 1/2 times 28 is 1/4. That's 14. So 14, that's the S, times S minus A. A is 8 feet 2 inches times S minus B. That's, so let's plug in 14 because it's given 14, and 14 minus B is 9 feet 7 inches times 14 minus this is 10 feet 3 inches. So here you need to be more careful because 14 minus 8 feet 2 inches, that means 13 feet 12 inches. This is 14 feet. And use this minus 8 feet 2 inches. So this one equals 14 times, this is 10 inches. This is 5. So 5 feet 10 inches. And then times this one is 13 feet to 12 inches minus 9 feet to 7 inches. What is that? I don't have space. I need to add more sheets here. So 5 inches and 13 minus 9 is 4 feet. Okay, and move on to see F1. So that's 3 and 9. I hope it's correct. See if I have a cheat sheet. No, I don't have it. So next step, use our calculator. So 10 inches, I can convert it to the feet. So 10 inches equals 10 over 12 feet. And 5 inches equals 5 divided by 12 inches. So more procedures here. So let's do square root of everything. 14 times, in the parentheses, I have 15 plus 10 over 12. Let the calculator find the answer for me. Parentheses, 4 plus 5 over 12. Close the parentheses. Multiplied by 3 plus 9 over 12. Close the parentheses. Hit enter. So that's, is that correct? No. Let's see. My cheat sheet said it's not. That's not the correct one. Let's find where is the problem. So I'm gonna erase this area formula because let's see if I can move it to somewhere to have more space. Let's see. Okay, I have more space here. So the area, I use A represent the area, and then 14 here. Let's see. I need to use S minus A. S is 14 minus A. A is from this step, I convert this one to the fraction or something. So minus 8 plus 2 over 12. And then times 14 minus 9 plus 7 over 12 times 14 minus 10 plus 3 over 12. So let's see if this time I got the correct answer. 14 times clear square root 14 times 14 minus 8 plus 2 over 12. Close the parentheses. Then close another parentheses. Multiply by 14 minus 9 plus 7 over 12. Close the parentheses. Multiply by 14 minus 10 plus 3 over 12. Close the parentheses. I hope this one is correct. Hit enter. Oh, this one is correct. I'm not sure why this one is wrong. Maybe some typos in when I'm inputting the numbers. So this one should be the correct answer. So 36.8 because we keep one decimals. That's 36.8 square feet because this is area. So this is square feet. So it takes me a while to find the area because I need to convert to the inches to the feet by these steps. So if you think it's too So too many steps I need to do. So do that step by step. So use your calculator, find this one first, and then use 14 minus this number, and you write it down on your scratch paper. And then find this one first, find this one second, put everything on the scratch paper, this one, and then use a big square root, covered the 14 multiplied by the number you have calculated here, and here, and then give us the final answer. That's 36.8 square feet. Okay, that's the last question for chapter 7.3. If you have any question, please let me know. We can discuss it together. And also, please turn in your homework on time. Have a good one. Bye.